Thank you very much for watching today. And today I'm going to talk about commitment. Sometimes people get scared when you hear that. So I'm checking my Facebook, make sure we are live here. Make sure everybody sees that. And we are live. So there we go. So today, commitment. So hopefully you're watching and you're not tuning off because I've talked about commitment a few times, but I want to keep it short and sweet today. Well, short as I try to. But some things to think about, because again, this is a common theme for December. New Year's resolutions coming up. You're analyzing, going over what you did this year, what you didn't accomplish this year. But this is a time you have to sit down and analyze what you want to change and what you want to accomplish for next year. Or do you want to keep it the same? And today, in today's world and what's happened this year, a lot of things have changed. A lot of things are happening. And that's happening in other people's lives too, your clients and customers. So not just in your life. So all the things that have changed, you have to think about what you want to change, what you want to commit to next year or right now. You don't have to wait till next year, what you have to commit to. But I wanted to talk about the physiological or your brain and how it works a little bit. I'm so intrigued by this, and when I read different books and self-help books and business books and motivational coaches and real estate coaches, I'm always intrigued by that, how this is not, it's a physical thing. Commitment is a physical thing that you have to do, and your body fights you on it when you're changing your behavior. So I wanted you to think of these things when your commitments, your New Year's resolutions don't work out like you think they're going to. So you could prepare yourself. If you don't already know this, but I want you to think about this, is that your brain, your behaviors, your habits are like water. The water goes the easiest resistance. And a habit, when you have a real habit, it's easy for you to continue on with it, good or bad habit. So with commitment, my feeling is, and you probably have never heard this before, I feel that a commitment turns into a habit. You don't, when you have a habit, you don't really think of it as a commitment. You just do it, but you have to commit to something to make it into a habit, if you follow me there. So, example, if you're trying to build your business and commit to making more phone calls, more contacts, more things like that, and you're not used to it, your brain is instantly going to go, I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Your brain's going to wander. It's kind of like, and I've used this example many times, like going on a diet. You start eating different foods, and your brain goes, I don't want that food. I want other food. I want to do this. I don't want an exercise. I want to do that. So I know you've seen it. If you're trying to commit to working more, working harder, making some prospecting calls, doing the right thing, organizing your schedule, getting your database in order, and your mind is wandering, that's your brain just telling you, is fighting, I don't want to do this. So just if you have any habits that you've had over the years, if you ever accomplished building a habit that you knew was going to be hard for you and now you do it all of the time, great. That's great that you did that. Try to use that. If you can really sit down and analyze, like, I've never accomplished anything that was hard for me. Like everything in life that you've been doing, like if you did well in school, those people, that I wasn't one of them. If you did well in school and always got A's and got good grades, it's just easy for them because they have habits and they committed to it and they enjoyed it. They didn't mind reading their textbooks all night long, and they didn't mind getting all of their homework done. I wasn't that kid. But if you committed to those things and you did it, you can very easily commit to real estate and changing your life. So think about those things. I know, and this is kind of the feeling that I have. I feel I talk to agents almost every day that have a hard time changing their behavior because they haven't had to do it in so long. It's kind of like going back to school. Like if you get older and you want to go back to school, sometimes it's like, I can't go back to school. I'm not used to reading textbooks and studying and changing my whole behavior. That's how real estate is sometimes when you want to take your business to the next level, or you're new in real estate. It's just a new behavior, so you got to commit to it. And so this is the key. The whole point I'm getting to is you got to figure out a way when you commit to something, because your brain's going to say, I don't want this, I don't want this, I want to do other things, I want to do these things. You got to figure out a way how to make it more enjoyable, or in a way that you could keep telling yourself that this is good behavior and it's going to pay off and the reward is going to be great. So I'm doing this and going to get a reward for doing this and be happy. So, and that's how I feel back to comparing to school. When you were a kid, or to those people that just never did well in school, they just never thought the reward of getting a good grade was worth all of the effort and commitment. That's kind of how I was. But those people with good grades always worked hard and were committed to it because they saw the reward. They said, I want an A's, I want a good grade point average. So with real estate, got to kind of think that way and train your brain. And it's hard sometimes because you could work all day and not get a result then, but you're moving everything in the right direction. So you got to train your brain to think of things that you could tell yourself, that internal monologue, that to shut down or over talk in your head, those thoughts that you're having. I don't want to do this. I want to go watch TV. I want to go clean the house. I want to go out with friends. I want to just relax and make a few phone calls, not go boom, 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 and keep on doing it for an hour or two or more a day. You've got to have some ammunition, if so to say, to combat those feelings, and think about the reward and things you're going to say. Your brain's going to do it. That does any changed behavior, unless it's a behavior that's more enjoyable than what you were doing before, is not going to it's going to be hard to do and have that commitment. So one of the things is that your life, everybody's life, is just a manifestation of all of the things that you're committed to. It's really it. Everything that you're committed to, your friends, your family, your business, your health, if you're committed to it, the results you get at every day or week or life, or the results you're going to get is a manifestation of your commitments. So today I'm going to leave you with, of course, a reminder of the 3 things that you have to do. The 3 things that you have to do is always analyze and try to figure out what you're committed to. You got to figure out what you want to commit to, but you have to watch your actions. Your actions tell you what you're committed to. Now what's in your head, because you're like, I'm committed to bettering my business, but your actions are not showing that. So you got to make sure that your actions are following what you believe you're doing. 2, you got to schedule it and keep it in order of when you're going to be focused on what you're committed to. Just like when if you're on a diet, breakfast, lunch, dinner, you've got to plan out what you're going to eat. You're going to plan out when you go to the gym. If you want to spend more time with your family and friends this next year, you got to plan it out. You just can't just pick up whenever you want. You got to plan out your work of when you're going to do it. And 3, of course, you've got to have some kind of accountability to yourself. What are you going to do? Are you going to do something, give yourself a reward when you do the things you want to do? Not just a reward of sales, a reward of clients, a reward of commissions, something more small as things go on. Just like all the things that you're doing that's keeping you away from doing the things you want to do are probably giving you small rewards. I mean, it's dopamine or whatever they call it in your brain. You're feeling good, like, I'm relaxing, this feels good, or I'm going out with friends and family, this is fun, or I'm watching Netflix, I'm binge watching a show every night I'm spending more time binge watching Netflix every night than I am prospecting, and you're getting enjoyment out of that. So you have to figure out some type of reward to reward yourself to do those new behaviors, not punishment. Punishment, I mean, you could have a little punishment, like if I don't get this done, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to work harder tomorrow. That never lasts. Punishment never lasts. It's more of a reward. So those three things you got to remember is analyze and know what you're committed to. Watch your behaviors, because your behaviors tell you what you're really, really committed to. 2, you have to schedule it and make sure you're doing these things and have it planned out, or if the plan won't work. And 3, you have some type of accountability, pain, pleasure, something to give reward or take away something from yourself. You have to have that to keep going and get to that habit level. So, and remember, there's nothing, I said this many times in all my videos, there's nothing you can't do in real estate. There's nothing you can't learn. There's nothing you can't accomplish. It's everybody has the ability. It's just what you're doing and what you're committed to that is keeping you from getting to your goals. So that's it for today. Hope a little bit of that helped you today. And remember, reach out to me. Feel free to call, text, email me. I'll send some one-on-one time with you if you need it. And we'll go over more about commitments and the things that you should be doing. So that's it for today. Happy Wednesday to everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow, Thursday at high noon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.